Good morning, students. So, I am Kuldeep Singh. Today I am going to explain the class 8 chapter 5 light energy. So, first of all, what is light? With the help of light we can see the several things, we can see the objects. So, when this light rays pass from one medium to another, its speed change. When light ray pass from rarer to denser, two types of medium are there. One is denser medium and one is rarer medium. This normal is a rarer medium, means halka. Then denser. Suppose this is the pencil and it is straight. Now this is the rarer medium. As this is the ray of light. Okay. As it pass as I dip this pencil into this water, you can observe that it bends from the surface. It bends from the surface. That means the ray light when pass from this rarer to denser medium, it bends toward the normal. Okay. So what is refraction? That is called as refraction. When ray of light pass from one medium to another, that is called as refraction. So first of all, a change in direction of light when passed from one medium to another is called as refraction. Two types are there. It is very important topic. Suppose this is the rarer medium and this is the denser medium, and ray of light comes and strike at this point. This ray is called as incident ray. And we can draw one perpendicular line over here. This perpendicular line is called as normal ray. This is called as normal ray. The angle between the incident and the normal is called as angle of incident, and it passed from rarer to denser. Now it bend toward the normal. This normal can be extended. Actually this ray is supposed to go in this direction, but it bend downward toward this normal ray. So this ray is called as refracted ray. This ray is called as refracted ray. And the angle between the incident ray and the refracted ray is known as angle of refraction. So the first law is, when the ray of light travels from the rarer to denser, it bends toward the normal. Very important, towards the normal means झुक जाता है. Okay. And second one is, when the ray of light pass from the denser to rarer. So you can observe the pencil from the downside to the upside, passing from the denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. Okay. So when the ray of light pass from the denser to rarer, then this is the ray of light, then it moves away. Instead of coming down, it goes away to the normal. Okay, to the normal. And this angle is called as angle of this is the refracted ray, because it comes down. Okay. Now next one, the terms. Which are the terms? First one is a incident ray. What is incident ray? The ray of light falling on the surface. This is falling on the surface and separating the two media. Which are the two media? Rarer and denser. Second one is refracted ray, which the ray of light traveling in the another medium is in change direction. This is in change direction because it's supposed to come in this direction, but it goes downward toward the normal. That is a refracted ray. Now what is normal? The perpendicular, as I told you, the perpendicular drawn on the interface is to media is called as normal. So angle of incidence means always you have to relate the angle with the normal incident. The angle between the incident ray and the normal ray is called as angle of incident, and the angle between the normal ray and the refracted ray is called as angle of refraction. So what is the cause of refraction? you know that when the speed of the light change when it passes from the one medium to another, that is the cause of refraction. Okay, as it passes from the rarer to denser, then at the ray of light pass from the speed of light pass from the rarer to denser, its speed decrease. When it pass from the denser to rarer, then its speed increase. This is the main cause. As I told you, I am giving you example. In the winter season, when we start from the home, there is sunshine and our normal speed, bike speed is supposed 40, and sudden moment the fog comes and we have to decrease our speed. That means we are going to pass into the denser medium. That means the speed decrease. This is the cause. And after a few minutes, if all the fog is spread from there and a normal sunshine is there, then again we can increase the speed because we are passing from the denser to rarer. Okay, so laws are there. So how many rays are there? First one is incident ray, second one is refracted ray, third one is normal ray. All three lie on the same plane. So this is the first law. Second law is, so it is denoted by, the refractive index is denoted by nu or mu. We can denote as. So we can write the refraction, the symbol of refraction is this. It is called as mu, or somewhere it is written as nu also. NEU, nu. Okay. So it is the second law is sine of incidence to the sine of refraction, which is constant. That is the second law, and it is also called as Snell's law. Okay, write down on your book also. So what do you mean by the Snell's law? Snell's law means the sine of the ratio of the incidence to the sine of the ratio of the refraction is always constant. That is called as Snell's law. Or refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium is called as Snell's law. Okay, so if then refraction of light through a rectangular slab. So this is the rectangular slab is there. If we put this rectangular slab on this paper, then we can see this printing words are apparent. Apparent means raised. So the refractive mean numerical is there, this experiment is there, we can consider that experiment. So suppose this is the glass block A, B, C and D. The ray, this ray is called as incident ray. This ray we can draw a normal. So it bends, this is a rarer medium, this is the denser medium, because it is a glass block, so it bend toward the normal. Okay, so this angle is called as angle of incidence, this angle is called as angle of refraction. So again we have to draw here the normal. So this ray comes out, the ray which comes out, this ray is called as emergent ray. This ray is called as emergent ray. So the angle between the normal and the emergent ray is called as angle of emergence. This is called as angle of emergence. So beta, this angle of incidence is always greater than the angle of refraction. Angle of refraction, and the angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. Okay. Now, so this is the perpendicular distance. This ray, if we remove this block, then this ray is supposed to come in this direction. Okay, if we remove this block, glass block, then this ray is supposed to come in this direction. Huh? So what is this ray? Path of the incidence. This is so the distance between how much the ray bend. Do you know how much it ray bend? So this the distance, the perpendicular distance between the path of incidence and the emergent ray is called as lateral displacement. That is called as lateral displacement. Okay, so again I am going to repeat the definition. The path of the incident, the distance, the perpendicular distance between the path of the incident ray and the emergent ray is called as the lateral displacement. Okay, so then incident ray and the emergent ray are parallel but literally displaced by the distance d, so they are equal. Okay, emergence is equal. Now examples of the depth of the water in a vessel appear to be less. So students, if I can see this pencil from this side, if I can observe normally. Normal means 90 degree. Okay, in the physics the word normal or 90 degree, if you can observe, so I can observe the end of the pencil is at this point, but if I find from this position it is little down. What is this? This is the apparent depth. This is called as apparent, means the above depth which is less than its real depth. This is the real depth. Actually it is here, but if I can see normally or from 90 degree, I can see that the end of the pencil is at this point. So where it is lying? How much is less? This is the apparent depth. Okay. Then coin is in the water appear to be raised. So in the coin, I have put one coin over here. Okay, so it is to be raised up. Okay, it is smaller, and if I can observe from here, it looks a little big. Okay, so if the observer, a coin is placed at the bottom of an empty vessel, become out of view when observer moves little away from the vessel. But if the one position will come when this coin will not be observed by the observer, and if that observer is standing at that point, and if I can pour the water in this glass, then the observer can easily find out that coin. So we can say that the coin is visible when the water is poured in the vessel. Why? Because the ray of light from the coin moves away from the normal and bends at the surface, separating water and air. So this bend ray of the light reaches the eye. Okay, so same way all the example dispersion.